Deep in the heart of Cheshire, in the quiet shadows of Tatton Park, stands a building forgotten by time. Tatton Old Hall, built in the 15th century, is more than just a remnant of the past. It is a prison of spirits, a place where history whispers and screams. Built during the late 1400s, Tatton Old Hall was once the seat of nobility. Lords, merchants, and farmers walked its halls. But as time passed, tragedy lingered, and something darker took root. They say a stable boy was beaten to death on the grounds. His spirit never left. Visitors feel cold spots, hear childish laughter, or weeping, echoing from the corners of empty rooms. The Crook Barn, once used for livestock and storage, is now feared. Paranormal investigators report sudden temperature drops, loud banging, and violent presences. One visitor was pushed to the ground, by no one. On some nights, a woman in white appears on the balcony, her face blurred, her presence heavy. She watches, waiting, for someone to see her or join her. There is one room in the old hall, its door often closed, where the air itself feels wrong. Paranormal teams have experienced nausea, rage, and confusion within minutes. Cameras stop working. Batteries drain. Today, ghost hunters explore Tatton Old Hall overnight. Candlelit tours, EVP sessions, seances. Many leave with evidence, some leave changed. Even the most haunted team returned to the hall years after their first visit. Yvette Fielding claimed it was one of the most intense locations she'd ever experienced. If you ever step into Tatton Old Hall, be respectful. Don't mock the spirits. Don't challenge them. And if you hear footsteps behind you in an empty hallway, whatever you do, don't turn around. The story begins in 1874, when the Liverpool Seamen's Orphan Institution opened its doors to children who had lost their fathers at sea. The halls echo with discipline, isolation, and childhood sorrow. As the decades passed, the orphanage transitioned into a hospital, and later a psychiatric facility. The atmosphere became even heavier, its sterile white walls hiding screams that never reached the outside world. In the attic, 18 small cupboards, once used to isolate children, still remain. Visitors say they feel watched, and many hear scratching from inside the cupboards. The most famous ghost is a boy who allegedly died after being locked in a cupboard as punishment. His cries are said to echo through the upper floors to this day. Shadowy figures are often seen drifting through the corridors. Witnesses have spotted nurses in outdated uniforms and children vanishing into thin air. Visitors report hearing whispers, screams, and sudden footsteps in empty wards. EMF detectors spike without warning, and cold chills sweep through. Deep inside the hospital lies a crumbling chapel. Investigators claim to have seen ghostly clergy kneeling at the altar, praying silently before vanishing. The hospital now hosts overnight ghost hunts. Those brave enough to stay report terrifying experiences, unexplained equipment malfunctions, sudden cold spots, and voices calling their name. The upper floor of the inn once served as a courtroom where Judge George Jeffreys, infamously known as the Hanging Judge, presided over trials. It's believed that over 180 people were sentenced to death here, with executions carried out on site. The staircase of the inn bears the marks of its grim past. An oak beam above the stairs still shows grooves from the ropes used in hangings. Visitors often report feeling a sudden chill or a sense of unease when passing this area. Fanny Price, a former landlady who died of consumption at 35, is said to haunt the inn. Her presence is often accompanied by the scent of lavender, and she has been spotted in various parts of the building. Guests and staff have reported objects moving on their own, glasses flying off shelves, and sudden temperature drops. One guest even found their dentures broken and moved across the room overnight. The nearby woods are said to be haunted by the spirit of a young servant girl who died tragically in the 1700s. Known as the White Lady, her apparition is often seen gliding among the trees. The Skirridin continues to be a hotspot for paranormal investigators and thrill seekers. Reports of shadowy figures, unexplained noises, and physical sensations like rope burns persist to this day. Br.